everyone, thank you for joining me. I'm Jimmy, and this is my son Jesse, and this is The Real Dad Show. On today's episode, we're going to be doing an unboxing and installation of this Merkury Innovations Smart Wi-Fi doorbell camera. We got this at Walmart for about 40 bucks on sale, and I think it's a pretty good buy. So let's see how hard that is. We're not going to do it today, but on our next video, we're going to be unboxing and showing you how the Merkury Innovations Smart LED bulbs work. I have a few of these already installed in the house, and they are awesome, but I don't want to get into that just yet. And before we get into the action, remember, subscribe to my videos, like my videos, and hit the notification bell so that you always know when a new video is coming out. So let's get on to the unboxing. Okay, the first thing I notice is it looks like it's been opened already. I'm hoping this isn't a returned item from Walmart, but we'll see. It doesn't even look like it. It's too secure, but we'll see once we hook it up. The reviews on this have been pretty good. The only thing that I've noticed on my research is this camera has to be hardwired. There's no battery backup to it, so it has to be hardwired to the actual wiring that the original doorbell was. So that may be something hard for some people, but I've changed doorbells before, and they're not really that hard. So there it is. It's really pretty looking. Let's take it out. Before we do that, here's a smart Wi-Fi doorbell installation guide. And it looks like, what kind of goodies are in here? A charger. No, this is the wiring. Okay, so that says chime adapter, so that's going to hook into the doorbell chime box. And this is probably the power that connects the camera to the existing wires of the doorbell, and some screws and anchors to put it in. Interesting. Now, let's take a look at the camera itself. And that's the back of it. So I'm guessing, well, I'm not gonna guess. I'm gonna review some of the instructions, and then I'll meet you at the doorbell. So the first thing we're gonna do is check the doorbell. As you can see, nothing. There's no light on, no sound, anything. So it's really simple to take this out. Just pull it out like that. There's your wires. They are a little dirty. That one looks a little bit rusted. So we're gonna see if that's the problem. But first, before we do that, we're gonna check the transformer, and we're gonna check the doorbell box. All right. So let's find the transformer, because I really don't know where that's at. The transformer, it's in the garage, and there's two right there. And as you can see, on this one wire is disconnected, that red wire. It might have gotten hit with some of the stuff that's in here. We could have put the ladder, knocked it out. Number of reasons why it got disconnected. So first thing we're gonna do is try and connect that lead again and see if the doorbell works. All right, let's see. Okay, check it out. Okay, was the problem. So that was the problem. So what we just need to do is reconnect that red wire, and the doorbell works again. That'll make it easier when we install the new camera doorbell. Okay, so all we're gonna do is reconnect it and tighten the screw. Okay, let's just double check. Jesse, hit the doorbell. There we are. Okay, so there's the chime box. Before we do anything else, we're going to turn the power off at the fuse box. Okay, so it's pretty windy here in Southern California today. We really get hit with Santa Ana winds, but hopefully you'll still be able to hear me. So here's the breaker box. There we go. Now, I can't figure out which one is just for the doorbell. So what we're going to be safe is we are just going to turn off everything. Actually, those three. We're going to check to make sure the power's off, and then it'll be safe to work on the bell. So let's check and see if there's any power. No sound. Let's check and make sure that nothing else is in the house is turned on. Okay, power's off. Let's go ahead and open this little box. Now, the power is off, but when you check these will still ring because the bell is underneath it. So we know the bell is working properly. So all we're going to do is just connect the chime to it. So it's going to go into this one that says trans and this one that's marked front. Now either one of these prongs can be on either one of those, so it doesn't really matter which one we connect to. So I'm just going to loosen this one. Just make sure that's really good. And that one's front. That's in there tight. And then we're going to hit trans. And that one's in there. Make sure that's seated in there good. There we go. And then we're going to get this double-sided tape. And then we are going to just stick it right there on the side. And there we go. Now all we have to do is just put the cover back on. Wow, that's dusty. There you go. All we have to do now is wire in the bell. Okay, so let's pull out the doorbell again. And then we're going to disconnect these two wires using the screwdriver. White wire out. On there good, it's really rusted. Even if we weren't installing a new video doorbell or camera doorbell, it would probably be a good idea to replace this anyway. Let me see the adapter. We're going to just wires are in there pretty good now. So we removed the faceplate, and we're going to attach those wires to these terminals. Head it upside down. Okay. One last thing we're going to do before we screw it in, we are going to put a micro SD card in there. It'll save video. Then we're going to just push these wires back into the wall. Then mark spots to where we can drill some holes in to the wall, touch up the paint, and it'll be installed. Okay, we're just going to screw it in now. In a way, it's a good idea that this is hardwired and fastened into the house, because it's been known that thieves have been stealing these, ripping them off and running away with them. So right there, we know this isn't going anywhere. Here we are. Let's put on the faceplate, hold the screwdriver, and there it is. Now all we have to do is program it. Okay, so we're going to go to the Geenie app, and then we're just going to scroll down. Now let's hit the plus button, and we are installing a smart doorbell. All right, that was it. I don't know if that came out clearly on the camera or what, but one crucial part programming the doorbell was that there was a QR code that you had to have and facing the camera itself for about 10 seconds. The camera will read the QR code, and then it'll start to download, set up. I don't know techie stuff, so whatever. Anyway, that was about a half an hour from the time that we started to the time that we finished. I know it may seem like it's shorter or longer because we had to do the camera breaks and editing, but it shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes to do this. It was very easy. All you needed was a screwdriver, turn the electricity off, and locate your boxes, wire it in, and then power it up. It's working fine. We've got good video. I'll try to post some video from the app so that you can see how it looks from outside. And I think that's about it. What do you say, Jesse?
I say that's good.
All right. Learned something?
Yeah.
What did you learn?
I think, well, I learned that always turn off the power just in case of safeties. Learn where you're going to touch. Think before you do something, or else you get electrocuted or something. And always have a person around you just in case something bad happens.
Excellent. And always have eye protection, which you did not. But other than that, pretty good, huh? Do you think you can wire these one day on your own?
Yep.
Awesome. Then I'm doing my job right. Okay, so thank you for joining us. remember to
click like, subscribe, and when you subscribe, there will be a little bell right there. Click that little bell to get notifications for the next videos we make.
Sounds good? Sounds good. Sorry. And don't forget Jesse's Corner. Technically, this wasn't Jesse's Corner because I didn't have to do too much to it. Hopefully, next time, we'll find some project for Jesse to do. And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me. Remember, anybody can be a father, but it takes a special person to be a dad. Thank you, and God bless.